In celebration of International Day of Living Together in Peace, which will be on May 16th, I have Jessica Victoria Hendricks here with us today for an interview about her wonderful book, From Why to Fly, which is right behind me here. So Jessica Victoria Hendricks is the founder and executive director of Stay Strong Collective, an organization in St. Catharines, Ontario, which offers an accessible and safe space for people, particularly members of marginalized BIPOC and LGBTQ+ communities, to participate in various wellness activities such as art, meditation, yoga, and music. I've already attended an art night, which was awesome, and I will be hosting one very soon. So excellent activities to get involved in if you would like to find things within St. Catharines. The collective also offers a variety of virtual events for people who are unable to attend in person, so you can check those out as well. Jessica Victoria graduated from Niagara College Journalism program in 2016 and has also taken multiple psychology, mental health course trainings, and mental health first aid and assist, which is applied suicide intervention skills training. As I said, Jessica is also an author, and she has authored 2 books. So the one that we will be discussing today, From Why to Fly, and also So I Said to My Anxiety, which is also behind me there. Within these books, Jessica shares her personal experiences with anxiety and mild depression, as well as her physical disability. And she shares some intimate stories, and some of them are funny, add a little bit of humor in situations that can sometimes be difficult. She is a proud member of the LGBTQ+ community and loves helping people through her knowledge, experience, and advocacy work. So thank you again, Jessica, for joining me today to celebrate your book and accomplishments, and also International Day of Living Together in Peace. So I'd like to start by asking if you can share a little bit about what challenges you have encountered throughout your life, Jessica, and how they motivated you to start Stay Strong Collective to create safe spaces for everybody.
I got diagnosed with anxiety and depression when I was 15. I struggled bad throughout high school and college. I still have it, but it's manageable. I got lots of help from amazing professionals. However, it would have been helpful to have a space like Stay Strong Collective to go to when I was feeling alone, and be around others like me who were going through similar things.
Yeah, thank you so much. I also have suffered from anxiety disorder throughout my life and had a lot of challenges throughout school, and even having those safe spaces within schools and having this wonderful safe space. We're actually right here at Stay Strong Collective conducting this interview, but yeah, having these safe spaces is really critical. So thank you so much, Jessica. And I'm just gonna be referring to chapter 1 in your book, and you state that some of the EAs in school tend to treat all students the same, and that this treatment is not effective. So can you touch on your personal experiences where EAs focused merely on equality, ignoring equity, and why it is important for educators to focus their efforts on creating equitable learning environments instead of trying to make learning environments equal for all students?
I feel like all disabled people are put into one box in regards to learning opportunities and how others treat us. When I first got to high school, I was put into locally developed classes, the lowest level, where in math we were taught how to tell time and measure things. While some people with disabilities do need help with that, I didn't. I had to fight to be put into a higher level class. Not only that, I was not left alone. Educational assistants followed me everywhere. While some people with disabilities need to be accompanied all the time, I didn't. In fact, I strived when I was alone. I feel like if I didn't fight to be seen as an individual, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't have reached my full potential.
And do you have any suggestions of things that educators could be doing to provide more equitable learning environments for students?
Ask, don't assume. Ask what type of classes they want to be put in. Ask what their goals are and create a plan to help them achieve it. Ask if they need an EA, and reassess each year.
Yeah, exactly, because things can fluidly change as kids are going through school, and you know, really making sure that students have a voice, that their voice is heard, right? They know best what they need, and making sure that we are addressing it with the students on an individual basis. Yeah, thank you so much, Jessica. And I'm going to refer now to chapter 5 from your book, specifically page 42. You discuss biphobia and transphobia, and how people, even within the 2S LGBTQIA+ community, can experience these phobias. Can you discuss a little bit your viewpoints on the importance of others within the 2S LGBTQIA+ community being advocates for each other?
I don't really understand why there's biphobia and transphobia within the LGBTQ community. I mean, they know what it's like to be oppressed, so I don't understand why they do it to other people. It's very important that LGBTQ individuals stick together, because at the end of the day, we all want the same things.
Yeah, exactly. And the more people, you know, that are supporting each other and moving together, kind of like what your shirt says, be a nice human, you know, the better that we treat each other and try to advocate for each other, the happier of a world I think that we'll have. And who has inspired your advocacy work?
I started struggling around the same time Demi Lovato started talking about her struggles. They, through their music and speaking, really helped me through some hard times. This made me realize how much words can help other people. So I started writing and sharing about my experiences. It became my purpose. And after finding my purpose, I started to enjoy life more. And it's just been like that ever since.
Oh, that's awesome. And it's great to see when people who are able to use their platforms and use their voices to motivate other people, to connect with other people, just like what you're doing with Stay Strong Collective. But it's also important, I think, we had talked about this too, where advocating for ourselves. So can you speak a little bit to that, why it's important for people to also advocate for themselves?
Simply put, if we don't advocate for ourselves, nothing will change. I have had to do a lot of advocating for myself. If I didn't, nothing would have changed for me. Like I mentioned earlier, if I didn't advocate for me to be put into higher level classes, I never would have got accepted to college, and I never would have had that experience.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much, Jessica. So in closing, I would like to share a quote from your book, which I feel highlights the meaning of the UN's International Day of Living Together in Peace. which according to the UN is a day to celebrate how we are all united in differences and diversity, and that living together in peace is all about accepting those differences and really listening, recognizing, respecting, and appreciating each other. And I think that totally speaks to what Stay Strong Collective is all about. So you write in your book, we never really realize how big of an impact people can have on our lives until we actually sit and think about it. We wouldn't be where we are or who we are without the people who've inspired us. And you go on to say, my hope is that I reach more and more people in the future. I really hope that this book helps me to expand my reach. It's about helping others, as many as I can. So I want to thank you so much, Jessica, for joining me today on this very special celebration of International Day of Living Together in Peace, which is again coming up May 16th, and for being a change maker in the community. So thank you so much, Jessica. Bye. If you don't want to miss any of our upcoming videos, make sure that you hit the subscribe button below as well as the notifications. And you can also visit our website, chaptersforchange.com, for educational resources and to see what we're up to. See you soon.